Just make an incision along the lateral surface of the tendon, or the nail sheath that goes over that. From the lateral margins over the top of that, and they just reflect that tissue back to expose the extensor tendon and make a cut through it. And then I just hit the lateral process of the lateral attachments, lateral ligaments. And of course there's no bleeding throughout the whole process. So I just do the lateral until then that exposes the flexor process and the tendon attachment. And then I can, just with a little bit of pressure on the foot back there, I will express and just push on that and then cut the attachment of the tendon off of that flexor process. Not too different. That was very nice. Now we'll go through the second most important part of the process is the gluing, which actually I take that back. I feel is the most important part. So I dry this out with a sterile Q-tip. Gives me a chance to look at the bony piece that's remaining in there. So I just hold this up and get my cavity created where I'll be putting a couple drops of glue in there. And then I'll just bring this down over to be anatomically lined up with its ventral tissue. Then I'll squeeze that out. I don't have any pockets of glue or space in that digit cavity that was glued closed. That seals things up so that I don't have any contamination or infections or issues later on. And this looks good. There's no charring on the proximal piece of bone remaining. Drops of glue in there and bring that down over. Squeegee out with some pressure all that glue. Move on to the next digit. Clean that all out, dry it out. The glue works a lot better if this is dry environment for it. And so I put a couple drops in there and bring that down over to be lined up with the pad. Squeegee out anything. And my next toe up and access it. Dry it up, clean it up. As you notice, there's no bleeding on this particular foot, and that internal remaining phalanx, no charring, no blood or anything.
This is Maui. He's a 5-month-old little kitten that we did a front and back declaw on yesterday using our pilot laser, and this is today. We took the bandages off this morning, and he is just active and willing to play and doing very well. Yes. Can't even tell he had anything done. He's willing to play and chase this feather and using those toes. Yes. He's a good cat. Things went really well. Yeah, can't even tell anything was done. He's not tender, not sore. He's very active.
Don't try to make him jump out. You know, keep it on him.
Maui?
All 4 feet. Here's the front. Here's the back. All done.